I'm sitting here at my desk going through my schedule of things to write in the next week or so. A good bit of it all is centered around the BlackBerry KEY2 because it's a new phone and we write about new phones, but also because it's a phone I am pretty sure I'll enjoy using for the next year. So I did some testing. That's how I stumbled across what I think is the best feature to come to a smartphone in a long while: keyboard shortcuts. BlackBerry phones have always had keyboard shortcuts. With an app open you could perform an action using a specific key, and on the home screen you could open a handful of apps or settings through the keyboard. When the PRIV came along, I had to take a look at and write about keyboard shortcuts for a group of users who might not have ever used a BlackBerry and had no idea they existed. I saw how they worked with Android. I knew right away that they were a thing I was going to be using a lot of. Instead of a predefined group of actions, you could choose what happened when you pressed or long pressed a key through a settings menu. Defining my own shortcuts made the feature so useful for me, and through I really didn't have much time with BB10, seeing something new that I liked was cool, even if it wasn't exactly new. Here I am a couple years later and I'm still thinking that keyboard shortcuts are the best feature on a smartphone that I could ever ask for. Yes, I know that you need a phone with an actual keyboard to use them, but that's a conscious decision I've made, different strokes and all that. It's changed the way I use my phone, for the better. I know some of us like to do about a million different things on our phones. I'm not really one of those people and I'm almost never without a Chromebook nearby. I call it my mobile office, my wife calls it my trash can, and like to leave all the heavy lifting to something with a bigger screen and a better keyboard. Most of what I do with my phone are the same things I did 5 or even 10 years ago: talk to my people in one way or another. Just because I'm not opening a bunch of apps throughout the day doesn't mean keyboard shortcuts aren't a godsend, though. One of the things you can do with them is to message or call or email a specific contact through the address book, or even send a message using a service like Slack. I have a few well-used apps as shortcuts via my keyboard, but most of them are set to talk to a certain person a certain way. It might be complicated to initially set up, but knowing I can start a text to a family member or friend by pressing the speed key and letter on the keyboard makes a big difference to me. That's what a feature needs to do: improve the user experience. There are plenty of other things to like about the KEY2, but for me, keyboard shortcuts are its showcase. I'll be talking more on what I love, and what I don't, about the KEY2 in the near future, and I'm thinking of a good way to field some questions if anyone wants to ask an old nerdy guy about a phone he really likes. So leave a comment down below and let's chat. See you at BlackBerry Mobile BlackBerry.